Let's talk about what happened on the weekend. Let's talk about the Lakers. Let's talk about the Dallas Mavericks. Let's talk about AD for Luka. This is another example of the greatness of the Lakers franchise over decades upon decades, making the trade for their next superstar. This is also, I tend to think, a reaction from the Dallas Mavericks that, as great as that player was, he had deficiencies and they didn't think they could win a championship with who he was. Tell you what, there's a lot of bad reaction in Dallas. I think there's some exciting reaction in LA. There's a lot of stupid stuff being written and said in Los Angeles too, AKA, well, you got rid of Anthony Davis, maybe you should get rid of LeBron James next, which I don't understand. I think that the most stunning aspect of this whole thing is Dallas took on a 32-year-old player who's got a great track record, but also a significant record of injuries. The Lakers took on a 25-year-old superstar who's a one-dimension basketball player. Now, the last I checked, the rule book did not change over the weekend. There's still only one basketball on the floor, unless Adam Silver said you can use two basketballs. I want to know who the Laker offense is going to run through. Is it going to be Luka, where it was in Dallas, or is it going to be LeBron? Second part of that question, would you please tell me who's going to do all the dirty work in the paint, on the boards, on the baseline for the Lakers? Because they have no proven commodity bigs now, unless there's another trade coming. And I guess I would not rule that out because the trading deadline is February 6th. They have talked extensively to Utah about a deal to get Walker Kessler, their 7-foot guy. They need beef. They need bulk. They need a rim protector. Look at the Laker roster. I don't see any bigs there of any big-time credibility. If they had gotten one of the other centers from Dallas, in addition to Doncic, then maybe I'd feel a little bit better about this transaction. Luka, he plays with a chip on his shoulder. Luka, that's his baggage at the door that you're going to have to accept. Luka, I think Dallas was tired of his inability to play any form of defense. I think Dallas was fed up with his lack of conditioning, the injury situation, and the continued weight issues with him. So he does have some baggage here. And he never got rid of the baggage in Dallas, even though he was a great player, 28 points per game. I think he's the third highest leading scorer in the history of the NBA right now over the course of his career. I liked AD. I thought AD was as good a complete big man as there was in pro basketball. Lakers have now virtually no draft picks through 2031. They have a number one pick in 2031, and that's the last thing they got. And you got an aging LeBron James. Don't understand in LA, columnists saying, get rid of LeBron. A Laker fan, why do you hate LeBron? Media, why do you hate LeBron? He's unbelievable at age 40. So, I mean, this is absolutely phenomenal. Dallas wanted to change the culture. Lakers wanted to change the youth to youth on their roster. Dallas has now got age players and older players and expensive players and no future to make this franchise better. So Dallas better bloody win right now with AD and Kyrie Williams. It's a shocker. John, I was staggered when the story broke, and I'm still staggered that these two legendary superstars got traded for each other. That's just off the top of my head what I think. It's going to be interesting to see how different Doncic is in LA than he was in Dallas. Interesting to see if AD and Kyrie Irving, I say Kyrie Williams, I don't know why I say that. It's Kyrie Irving. Why this matchup of Mr. Inside AD and Mr. Outside Kyrie is going to be better than what they had before. So I threw a lot out there. Answer some questions. Please shoot and hit 3-point shots. No air balls from you today.
You know, it's interesting how the reaction to all this, because no one saw this one coming. No, I mean, this literally came out of left field. It makes me wonder, though, like, what is the formula for success in the NBA? It used to be you have a superstar, you have your supporting cast, and like Michael Jordan or, Showtime. Then it was like a big three idea, that we had with the Heat when LeBron went there. You could even make that case with the Celtics back in the 80s.
The dream team.
the dream teams. But the dream teams are proven that those are not, slam dunks. There's still chemistry issues, etc. So I don't know what the formula of success in the NBA is. What do you think?
Well, Boston showed you something last year with a lot of guys who contributed lots of different ways. And that Celtics team was pretty good, pretty deep, but they only did it one time so far. And we went through the whole dream team concept that kind of started with Houston Rockets, Twin Towers, Ralph Sampson, Hakeem Olajuwon, etc. Then David Robinson, Tim Duncan, San Antonio. I don't know that there is a specific formula. It takes specific, unique people, personalities to be able to play a lot of defining roles if you're surrounded by a lot of different stars. I'm fascinated to see. But so the Lakers, I think, now have different sets of holes than they had before.
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to do the dirty work? Who's going to rebound? Who's going to box out? Do you see any bulk, any aircraft carriers there to play in the paint and along the baseline now representing Laker basketball? There's no doubt they got shooters. They got King James and they got Austin Reeves, and now they got Luka, but they don't have anything on the front line. So are they better? Yeah, they're younger. Are they better? Are they a complete basketball team? Can you go deep in the playoffs against other people? I don't have answers to those questions. Like I said, I was speechless. Nobody knew about this trade. The GMs talked to themselves. They went to their individual owner and said, this proposal has been made. LeBron had no knowledge. They didn't run it through him. AD had no knowledge. They told the agent an hour before the trade was to be announced that there was a proposal on the table. We'll get back to you. They got back to him after the trade was announced. This is the most unique thing. And by the way, there's a historical perspective here that I just want to run through. We've seen superstars traded before. Milwaukee Bucks, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to the Lakers back in the day. Wilt Chamberlain was traded from your San Francisco Warriors to the Philadelphia 76ers back in the day. Golden State's the one that traded Robert Parrish to the Boston Celtics. Lakers moved Shaq to the Miami Heat in the Lamar Odom trade. Way back in the day, the St. Louis Hawks traded Bill Russell, who they were about to draft from the University of San Francisco, to the Boston Celtics, and we know that whole history. So do you have any answers to the questions I have about who's going to do what with the Lakers and how good can Dallas be with Kyrie and AD?
Well, I like the fact that these teams are bold, and they're going for it here. We talk forever, when it was AD and LeBron, who else were they going to get? Who else could fill in the holes? And there was never a consistent answer. You get Connect that would step up for a while, maybe Austin Reeves for a while, but they had no solution. So now they're just sort of, shifting the paradigm around, right? Yep. And so maybe they think that they can go out and find like another Mark Eaton working in an auto mechanic shop, or some other big guys. Maybe they think big guys are going to be easier to plug and play than superstars. But I would think that from a fan perspective, the Laker fans seem to be really excited. The Dallas fans are angry, very angry about all this. I think long term for the Lakers, I think Luka has a lot more, star appeal. And I think it was an interesting comment that Giannis made. He goes, hey, we got one of the star Europeans in the big market in LA. He says, we got to move the Joker out to play for the Knicks.
You're going to go pick up Luka's baggage at the door? You're not concerned about his baggage?
Well, his baggage he carries around his waist.
Dude's got a chip on his shoulder. It's interesting because he trash talks. He just will not shut up, and he whines an awful lot. He's a great player, but he does have baggage over there on the doorstep. What do you think LeBron is in all this? LeBron has not said anything yet. LeBron can opt out of his contract this year, become a street free agent instead of taking the $52 million on the final year of this contract that he had just signed. What do you think LeBron is in all this? And why is the media down on LeBron? Are you down on LeBron?
I'm just kind of tired of LeBron.
Okay.
But I would think that he's pissed because if he wasn't consulted in this, and then plus AD was his guy, and he was the one that lobbied to bring AD over from New Orleans. So, he could also probably sense that he's being phased out. So the new young kid is phased in. So all signs to me point that LeBron might not play next year with the Lakers.
Okay. You got an opinion. I know you got an opinion. Fans Forum chat box is open for your opinion. Don't be lame. Bring your A game. Who got the best of this trade? Lakers, Dallas. What do you like about this trade? What scares you about this trade? Or is this just another crazy move by Rob Pelinka, who's yet to make a significant move of success? You know, the prior general manager is the one that made the trade for Shaq. The prior general manager is the one that made the trade back in the day that brought you Kobe. Has this GM done bleep at all, except moving parts in, moving parts out, forfeiting away the future? So now he's got Luka at the price being Anthony Davis. Fans Forum chat box is open. Don't shoot air balls. We want solid 3-point basket statements from you. Chat box is open. Now,